Greetings. In today's video, I want to look at a comparison of the appearance of the regions of Romania and Croatia. Both countries have very similar GDP per capita and both are members of the European Union. We will look at everything according to the economic level of individual regions. Alright guys, so let's have a look at the poorest region in Romania. Here I found the capital city of that region. So let's go to the corner of that city. I wouldn't go to a city center. It's not a typical example of the typical streets and something like that. So let's go here. Alright, so here we are in September 2018. So on the right side we see a house that looks repaid, maybe even newly built. The road looks worse than the EU standard, but not extremely bad. Okay, let's have a look at this one house. But the roof looks quite unstable. Maybe I was afraid it would fall. And maybe one of the things that bothers me here is the sand all around the road. Quite weird. I've never seen anything like that. Alright, but almost everywhere around this road you see newly built houses, which look good. But then, when you turn around, you find yourself in a nightmare. What the hell is this? Probably the worst block of flat I have ever seen. It's in absolutely terrible condition, and I don't understand how anyone can live in it. I even found a guy who uses horse instead of a car. In any case, it is important to mention that the picture was from 2012, and nowadays everything would be different. But even so, let's say that most houses looks very good, which is admirable for such a poor part of the country. Alright, so now let's move into Croatian poorest region, into the capital city of the poorest region, in the city of Zadar. I've actually been there when I was 5. Alright, so let's look at the outskirt of that city. So we're around here. Let's go. Alright, so here I have to say that I'm very surprised by the pleasant appearance of the city. Houses look new, there are palm trees everywhere and the weather is nice. In any case, it's good to say that these houses can be as old as 30 years and they still look very good. One of the negative things I notice is that the road is small and there is no sidewalk. Also, the vegetation that is overground around the road doesn't look good. In any case, there is still an excuse to make this place look good. We're located by the sea. Now let's look at the second poorest region of Croatia, which is not by the sea. That's the reason why we're going to look at a city inland now. It will be a bit more related to the city in Romania. So let's look at the suburbs now. Most of those houses look good. A few of them are a little older and in worse condition, but it's okay. You will sometimes find small cracks in the road, but not significant ones. And also, it's possible that a lot of houses underwent repairs. The picture is from 2012. Unfortunately, I didn't find newer one. Let's move on the second part of the comparison. This will be the most beautiful coastal cities. Both countries, especially Croatia, receive many tourists a year thanks to the beautiful sea. So let's look at the Romanian city of Constanta and the Croatian city of Dubrovnik. Starting in Romania, where we go to look at a street with houses next to the sea. All houses here look modern. The beaches look clean and nice. The place looks very good. At the back we see high-rise buildings, which are also very modern. As we would say, perfect place for your life. But to be honest, these are the houses next to the beach. When you go further, the streets look a little different. The last thing we will visit in this city will be the square. It's necessary to mention that the square has undergone a big change for the better. The city has great respect for me. Here you can see the year 2011 versus 2019. There is a beautiful museum of history, beautiful benches and restaurants in a corner. Just that there are few destroyed buildings in the back, but I believe they will or may have already been repaired. Let's move to the city of Dubrovnik in Croatia. This city is one of the most visited cities in the country, known for its monuments and clear blue sea. It's located in the south, a small part of Croatia, which is separated from the rest by Bosnia and Herzegovina. Alright, so go ahead. So we're in the lookout and everything here seems tidy. The trees are taken care of here. As you can see, the floor and wall are very clean. And here's a small restaurant with a view, probably of the historic city center. Beautiful architecture everywhere. There's nothing here that looks old or ugly, so my rating is excellent. The second thing we'll look at in this city is the square and the historic center. This is something fascinating. The square was built by the Romans and it is a rare historical monument. One of the things I really like about Croatia is the shiny floor in almost every square. I know from my own visits to Croatia that it's slippery, but even so, it's very pleasant to walk on its surface. So here you can look at the other side of that city and have an opinion of this beautiful place. The last comparison will be about communist blocks of flats in the capitals of the two countries. First we will go to the capital of Romania, Bucharest. There are communist buildings everywhere that don't look extremely new. Anyway, it seems satisfying to me. They are in various interesting shapes, and the windows that don't fit together in each other seems very small. In my opinion, it is more than just Soviet buildings, more like art. So let's move to Croatia. I want to apologize in advance that we are not in the capital. Unfortunately, I didn't find any footage from today. Therefore, we'll go to see the second largest city of Split. While it's true that the footage is also old, but I was on holiday in this city, a month ago anyway, and I know it still looks the same. Again, from my own experience, I say it was amazing. It may have been weathered, but I thought it was breathtaking. I felt more like somewhere in Egypt or the Middle East than in post-communist Europe. I don't even know how to describe the building you are seeing. It looks so weird that it doesn't even have any windows. But it's still not as interesting as the building we're going to show you now. This building is no longer just a communist block of flat. It is something more. So I would say that not all communist buildings need to be ugly. Honestly, when I see this building, it reminds me more of Dubai or something.